Hi friends, Naji here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we are continuing our discussion with FastAPI, and in this video we will be discussing on query parameters. So before starting on coding part, we can just see like what is the difference, or we can give a comparison between query and the path parameters. Usually the query parameters are used for filtering, sorting and pagination, and path parameters are used for identifying a resource. And query parameters are placed after the question mark in the URL, but path parameters are placed inside the URL path. And query parameters are usually optional and path parameters are usually required. And this is a format to implement the query parameters. We will have a question mark and we can have a key value pair. So this means we have to filter the product category of electronics. Okay, and path parameters, here we can see that we need to find out a user 123 and its order number 456. The query parameters usually used for the get, and path can be used in the get, post and the delete. So this is a high level comparison between query and path parameters, and we'll discuss more about the query parameters. So we already discussed about the path parameters in our last video, so we can start writing the code. So for that, what we can do, we can import the FastAPI. So FastAPI can be imported, okay, and I can create the app. So this is the first step that we will do for the FastAPI. And let me have a database, maybe, or fake database I can create. Okay, this is the fake item. So here I can create a item ID or a item name. I can give it as name as foo. Let me copy this and I can paste it here. Okay, so here it is foo, here I can set it as a bar, and here I can set it as a bars. Okay, so this is a sample data. Now we'll see how to get some data from this fake data item. For that I can call a get. Okay, so here I can specify the items. Okay, so this will return the items. Then you can mention async def read item. Here I can specify some variable. Okay, so how much data, or from this, like how much data I need to fetch. So for that, first let me make a skip. Okay, so I need to select between skip and the limit. Okay, I can set it something like this. Okay, so which means I need to start it from the skip, and from skip I need to select this many records. Okay, now here I can return from the fake API fake item. Okay, I can select from skip, then limit. Let me make it limit. Okay, now I can run this one. So let me go to my console. Here I can run it as a FastAPI dev run. Okay, so made a mistake. FastAPI dev, the file name is query parameters. So let me run this. So this is running fine. Now I can go to my document. So let me copy this document part. Let me open Safari. Okay, so here we can see I can try it out, and let me execute it. So this will be executed and we will able to get all the records. Okay, foo, bar and bars, since it is default to 0 and 10. Okay, now what I can do, let me adjust this to 1, I mean 2 to 3. We'll see how many records will be created. So internally this is changing the query parameters as skip 2 and limit is equal to 3. So this is happening after the question mark. So if you go to the result, we can see we are only getting the item name as bars. Okay, now let me copy this one. let me copy this URL. I can paste the URL here. Okay, so this is the query parameters. Skip is the query parameters and limit is the query parameters. I can execute it. Okay, should be returning something, but okay, yeah, we are getting the value item name as a bus. Now I can adjust the query parameters. Here I can set it to 1 and other one is 3. So we are getting the after the first one we are getting, so maybe let me make it 0 because it is starting from index is starting from 0. So now we are getting all the product. And see, like if I am not passing anything, see, like if I am only passing the skip, okay, then the limit will automatically select as a 10 because we set it as 10 here, right? By default we set it as a 10. Okay, so to make it mandatory, let me try one thing. So let me remove this and make it as a int only. Okay, so now, okay, so this also let me remove. Now I can run it, right? So now we are getting an error because missing location parameters limit, because we are not passing any default value. So it is trying to fetch the limit, but that is empty. So here I can pass limit as 2, then this will work fine. Okay, so in this way we can easily add the query parameters in FastAPI. Now we'll see how can we work with both query and path parameters together. Okay, so for that let me define a method. I can have a read item. Here I can pass a item ID. This will be string, and let me pass a queue. So this can be string or empty. Okay, and by default I can set it as a null. Here let me set it as a app.get. This will be items slash I'll be passing the item ID. Okay, so this item ID is the path parameter. Now I can check if queue is not empty, what I can do, I can return the item. I am just passing the item ID, and I am passing the queue. Okay, then here I am returning. If the queue is empty, I am just returning only the item ID only. Okay, now we'll see how this will work. So let me first go to our documentation. So let me refresh it. So this is very easy to test. So we can see that we have a new endpoint is here. So here I can pass. Let me go to try it out. Here I can mention it 12. Now execute it. Just check the result. So we can see the result. Okay, where is the result? So result is item ID. Okay, because we are not passing anything with the queue. And if I am passing a parameter, queue parameter, I am testing. Let me execute it. So we can see the result. We are getting the queue parameter. So here we are getting item ID as a 12 and queue is equal to I am testing. Okay. So this is how we implement both query and path parameters together, and that is the end of this video. So if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.